Are you real busy, but kind of broke? Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, it's Rosemary Lewis, your real estate bestie. I love today's question. How do you determine if you are being a busybody in real estate or busy in actually delivering? Okay, so here's a little story time. There is a young lady that she's actually on my team now, but I met her via Instagram, right? Like Instagram, like it can connect you to some really dope people. So I met her via Instagram because she was from a different state. And when she got her real estate license, her friends were actually clients of mine. And they told me or told her, you have to connect with our real estate agent, Rosemary. You know, she's wonderful and will really give you some pointers. And you know what? It worked out. And now we are still in partnership together. But I remember on one of our very first conversations, like she was just so helpful to me and actually worked to help me as my showing assistant before I started a team. And in gratitude for how much she was helping me just create leverage in the business, I was like, hey, I want to pour into you. I want to pour into your business. And she probably was one of my first coaching students because we got on the phone. I wanted to do a Zoom with her and just really talk through some of the problems she was experiencing and figure out how to support her. Well, long story short, most times when I coach someone, I really go back and one of my first questions is going to be like, hey, give me a peek into what your daily activities look like, because I know that it can seem very minute, but essentially your daily activities are what's going to, determine all of your outcomes. So she's just walking me through, all of her official real estate work that she was doing on a daily basis. And, all the way down to she would start off in the morning, with a very statistical post on the internet. And then she would go and study the MLS because she wanted to be a market expert, right? So she would pull up the MLS and she would look at the whole metroplex of Dallas and just study and click through the pictures and see what's pending, what's listed, what the price reductions were. And then she would spend some time working on a flyer and then work on her logo and, was starting to get frustrated though because she wasn't actually seeing any traction in her business and just couldn't understand why, because every single day she was very diligent about doing these activities. Well, the problem with these activities, though, is while they definitely are real estate related, they were not active lead generation activities, okay? And we have done tons and tons of videos about just different ways to actively lead generate, but I'm even going to bypass all of that to say, this is how you know, right, if you are on the right track. Because if the activities that you are doing on a daily basis are not generating conversations, if you've been working on your business all day, or even in your business all day, but you haven't had any conversations with anyone, that is a clear indicator that you are very busy, but you're going to be very broke. So whatever you are doing, like if you're just trying to evaluate, is this actually moving the needle? Of course, right? You're going to have these factors like, are you closing? Are you getting things under contract? So when you're getting closings, when you're getting things under contract, that is what we call a lagging result. And it's going to be a result of those lead efforts. And if your lead efforts, though, are not positioning you to talk to people, then guess what? You won't get the closings and you won't do any of those other things. So really evaluate your daily schedule. What does it look like? And are you talking to new people each day? And in my ebook, okay, I have a free ebook for you, 6 steps to multiple 6 figures. I'm just going to give you one of the steps right now. It's to have 10 real estate conversations every day. If you're not having real estate conversations every single day, then guess what? You're just a busybody, okay? So make sure that you are positioning your activities. Studying the MLS is all fine and dandy, but what's the use of knowing how many homes closed and studying the pictures if you absolutely have nobody to share that knowledge to, okay? And actually, I'm even gonna go deeper in a later episode about even studying the MLS, because you can go too broad and you wanna go deeper. So make sure that if you're looking to determine, are my activities actually going to move the needle? It's either yes or no. Am I having conversations or am I not? Okay. Now, if you're interested in the rest of the 5 steps and the 6 steps to multiple 6 figures, head on over to rosemarylewis.com/6. And let me tell you why I actually came up and why I thought through this book. Because I would have people ask me all the time, like, how do I actually get to success? And I know one of the first success markers for a lot of us in our business, it definitely was for me, is that initial 6-figure annual income. And here is what I'm here to tell you, and it's crazy. I work less and not nearly as hard to make multiple 6 figures. Like, I 10x my teaching salary almost every year. And it's really because of the consistent habits and these steps that I'm putting into my business. And it's crazy to think that to make $500,000 is way easier than it was to make $50,000, but trust me, it is. Head on over to rosemarylewis.com/6 so that you can have the steps that you need to take to get you to that 6-figure mark and beyond.